Series here at Rec Park, where the Prune Packers will be playing the San Francisco Seals. Before I hand off to our sportscaster, Michael Barabot, I would like to thank our lovely sponsors, especially our Grand Slam sponsors, Goliath LLC, Epicenter Sports and Entertainment, the Sanderson family, and the iTrade Network. I would also like to thank all of our host families and all the interns that keep this place running. I'd like to note that this is constantly improving. And if you have any suggestions or anything else that needs to be changed, any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, whatever, please leave them in the YouTube chat. I will answer them as I can. Again, we're going to bring the sports mic now. Thank you. Enjoy the ball game.
Hey, if that's something you've never seen before, obviously you don't want to be on that wrong side of getting on air, but you kind of have to look at it and just say one game and playing that back, you can still come back and win. The first message that I have guys was like, if you play this thing loud enough, there's no such thing as an ugly win. And if you start telling the guys like, you didn't deserve to win, well, the other team didn't either. Yeah. So we screwed up just enough to actually pull the thing out. But no, I mean, if you're around this deal long enough, last night what I saw was a grand slam with 2 outs, a 3-run homer, and a 2-strike, 2-out count, and 9 or 10 errors, and we won. I understand that that's a bit of an anomaly type thing. They weren't mental mistakes. They were like physical, keep your glove on the ground and the ball probably goes in it. But the whole point is, how much do you put into a 9-error game versus don't get me wrong, Coach Shoup had the guys here at 1 o'clock, addressing it, and we've been on they just got off the field, and I don't want to, kill them, but I certainly, we're not worth our salt if we don't address that. But it's certainly a talking point. I mean, a team made 9 or 10 errors and won. You don't do that.
I think that'll be something for our PA announcer and team president Dick McGarski's this day in baseball history in future years.
Made a trivia thing.
Yeah. You mentioned the physical errors. The errors themselves were physical, but the pitchers staying mentally strong and working in and out of danger all night long, it just it really speaks to their mentality on the mound that no matter what, they're going to get the job done and get those 3 outs and get back in the dugout. I mean, how exciting is that and how thrilling is it to see those pitchers work through all that mess?
It's not like thrilling as much as it is like thank you. Thank you for keeping the stick right when we're obviously trying to sink the darn thing.
Yeah.
You guys aren't letting it sink.
It's a relief, right?
Yeah, it's a relief. I understand the context what you were saying. I was joking. But the pitchers, I mean, get used to that broken record thing that I said. Like, this is one of the most impressive groups of individual guys. I mean, how long have we been at this thing? Like 2 weeks? And there's a fraternity of brotherhood of like these pitchers that have gravitated together to try
try and outdo each other, right? And coaches get extremely pleased when that type of culture takes place. They're literally trying to outdo themselves. And last night it was great to see our high school kids, Finnegan Wall, UC Irvine commit. I know that staff is he's not committed there if he doesn't know what he's doing, but that kid was pretty dialed in, 3 pitches. Pitching in a game that was a bit of a mess, right? But sometimes I tell these guys that get put in these games, like LJ, when I put him in the bases loaded, no outs, or Finnegan Wall, just kind of say, hey man, like you're gonna have to put out this dumpster fire of a game here. There's 2 ways to look at that, and I actually got this from Jason Sakani, a good friend down in Livermore, where he was just like, you can think of it as like, an inopportune time, or you could think of it as an opportunity to excel, and so far these guys have been in these very tight situations because they had to be put in them. They've excelled at that, and there's growth in that, and in some way you could almost go like that can be what your summer ball experience is like, is to actually be in that situation and create that nerve and adrenaline, and, for better or worse.
And welcome back to Rec Park, as San Francisco Steels are getting ready to come to bat. Team 2. This crowd has started in a lot cooler than it has been the last few nights. Two balls, 2 strikes, just underway from Rec Park. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on the slider from Stasiowski. 1 away to start the night. And then bring up Dio Cornett. Cornett out of Calder Marin. Cornett right-handed hitter. I believe San Francisco got everyone in the game last night. Cornett pinch hit and singled in the 9th. Was stranded. It's a breaking ball right there. Call strike 1 on Cornett to start. Where's that back? And the 0-1 pitch. Another slider right in the air. Center field hit pretty well. Garibay going back into his right. Still going back. Now center field makes the catch. Two gone, nobody on base, and they'll bring it beside Santos. Santos hitting 3rd tonight. He hit 8th last night. Reached base 3 times, had a 2-run double in the 3rd single from the 8th, which is an error came out to score in the 7th. And all was 2 for 4. First pitch on the way, a line in the right center field. It's going to get down for a base hit in front of Lopez. First pitch swinging was Santos. He's a ball with 2 out, and that'll bring up Ian Johnston. Johnston was over 3, walked, reached an error, and came on to score in the 4th. It's just the first pitch outside.
left side. McMillan will play it on a couple hops. Goes to Shortway to target the second for the 6-4 fourth to end the inning. So no runs on one hit and nobody left. And at the end of half into the play, no score from Red Park on the Woodsman Prune Packer Radio Network.
These guys have been in these very tight situations because I had to be put in them. They've excelled at that, and there's growth in that. And in some way, you could almost go like, that's what your summer ball experience is like, is actually be in that situation to create that nerve and for better or worse, out they've executed. But I think it just I think he's there. I mean, of course, you know, when you're going well, you can pick whatever you want, you know. But as I've gotten to know Ian, this is my second summer with him. He's in a position in the lineup where he's comfortable, maybe I'm overthinking this a little bit, but I know the general perception. In summer baseball, we don't have scouting reports on these guys. I mean, after we start seeing them a little bit, you start to get to know who's who, but there's no scouting report. So.
Bottom of the first inning from Rec Park, Jesse Lopez lead things off for the Prune Packers. Lopez, Garibay, and Burke after the 1-2 scoreless top half by Tyler Stasiowski. I was going to say 1-2-3, but Santos singled with 2 outs. So Lopez stands in against their right-hander. Dylan Porter for San Francisco in the first pitch right there, called strike 1 on Lopez. Count 0-1. Lopez 2 for 4 last night. Was hit by a pitch in the third, came around to score. Then had an RBI triple in the fourth. And singled in the seventh. Sounded like a broken bat. Lined over the head of the second baseman into right field for a base hit for Jesse Lopez.
Batting for the Prune Packers from Rice University, center fielder, number 2,
Coming up, Guy Garibay. So Lopez on first. First pitch to Garibay gets by the catcher Caravello, and on to second goes Lopez. Scored that a pass ball, and ball 1 on Garibay. Garibay, left-handed hitter. The 1-0. On the outside corner, called strike. Garibay didn't think so, but it's 1-1. Gary Nelson calling balls and strikes behind the plate this evening. And a swing and a miss. Kind of a half-hearted swing by Garibay, and it's now 1-2. It's like he decided to swing and then regretted it soon after. and couldn't stop it in time. Seals wearing their white with teal pinstripes today. Packers wearing their whites with red on the back. As Garibay takes outside 2-2. Black hats for San Francisco, and then the teal Seals lettering across the chest. And a swing and a miss, strike three. Garibay down on strikes. As that'll bring up Blake Burke, the designated hitter. Burke had a huge grand slam last night. We'll let you listen to that right here. Burke, left-handed hitter, awaits the 1-0. He swings and hits it high, deep right field. One row has no chance. Grand salami time for Blake Burke. Touch 'em all. 9-4, Prune Packers. First pitch on the way, misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Burke was 2 for 5. Of course, you heard the grand slam. He singled in the first, but struck out 3 times. And a breaking ball right there. Called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out. Lopez on second. He singled and advanced to second on the pass ball. Garibay struck out. And now 1-1 count on Burke. Porter checks Lopez at second, the 1-1. On the outside corner, strike 2 called. Bit of a bigger strike zone than what we've usually seen so far tonight. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Ryan Targich waits on deck for the Prune Packers. And the pitch. Upstairs. Caravello snagged it at the last second to keep it from going by him. 2-2 the count. Just underway at McBean Stadium, the West Coast Kings taking on the Lincoln Potters. And your CCL scoreboard update. Walnut Creek Crawdads trail the Oaks 7-2. That's at Sparky Anderson Field. That's the pitch outside. Count goes 3-2. San Luis Obispo Blues leading the Solano Mudcats 5-1. That's in the bottom of the 7th inning at Sinsheimer Park. 3-2 pitch, outside ball 4. Burke works a walk. 2-1, 1 out for the Prune Packers, and that'll bring up Ryan Targich, second baseman.
Second baseman number 16, Ryan Targich.
Targich switch hitter batting left. Lopez on second, Burke on first. No score from Rec Park. We're in the bottom of the first. First pitch to Targich is in there for a called strike. 0-1. Braden Runyon waits on deck. The newest addition to the Prune Packer lineup. And Porter deals. Hit right back to the screen. Count goes 0-2. Woke up a few of the fans sitting behind home plate. Definitely it's our largest crowd since opening day tonight. About 90% of the bleachers behind home plate are filled. A couple empty slots, but mostly filled. As Porter steps off, time is called at the plate. Now Porter's ready and deals the 0-2. Outside corner, strike 3 called. Target's down looking. He didn't think so. Asked home plate umpire Gary Nelson for a quick explanation. He gets it. Target's down on strike. Second strikeout looking by Dylan Porter. As that'll bring up Braden Runyon. And as I mentioned, the newest addition to this Packer lineup, 6 foot, 225-pounder, batting from the right side from Florence, Kentucky, playing his ball at Texas Tech. Pitch misses inside to Runyon, ball one. Runyon playing third base tonight. First and second, 2 out here in the bottom of the first. And the pitch. Inside in the dirt, in fact, gets by Caravello to the backstop. Going to third is Lopez. Up to second is Burke. So now a base hit likely scores 2. And it counts 2-0 on Runyon. Runyon also spent time at Walters State Community College as a foul tip into the glove of Caravello. Strike one. That's in Morristown, Tennessee. Chose Texas Tech over North Carolina and Kentucky. Spending his time in Lubbock. 3-1. Breaking ball on the inside corner, called strike two. Count goes full 3-2. Porter trying to work out of trouble in this first inning. Ready to deliver his 22nd pitch. Here it comes. Broken bat. Hit to the shortstop, Santos. He charges, throws to first in time to end the inning. So, no runs on 1 hit, and 2 are left. And at the end of an inning of play, no score from the Recreation Park here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
You know, in summer baseball, they don't have scouting reports on these guys. I mean, after we start seeing them a little bit, you know, you start to get to know who's who, but there's no scouting report. So, you know, Ian's a mature guy, you know. That 9-hole where he's comfortable in it. You know, I've seen where a lot of times guys, you know, whoever gets 3 hits hits third the next day, and just try to ride that hot hand. But sometimes when you move a guy like that, like now he feels like he has to do whatever 3-hole hitters.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this chance to remind you that this stream is constantly improving, and I am always once again, I would like to shout out our Grand Slam sponsors, Goliath LLC, Epicenter Sports and Entertainment, the Sanderson family, and the iTrade Network. Thank you very much, and also thank you to all they're here for the summer, and also all the interns that keep this place running. Thank you very much. Please enjoy the ball game.
He's running him up against that in BP. Now, I know he's out trying to impress right now, but he did. So, you know, when guys show up, I don't mess around. They go right into the deal to try and, you know, see what we got. He's going to be playing third today and hitting, and I think he's going to be good for us.
All right, Joey, thank you.
Thank you.
Eric Woodrow to lead things off for San Francisco in the top of the second, and he takes outside ball 1. Woodrow started the game in right field, was pinch hit for in the 7th by Cornett as he swings and lines one down the right field line. That's a fair ball past the dive of Montgomery. Woodrow on his way to second. Lopez getting to it just in foul territory. To throw to second goes over the head of McMillan at short, but right there is Braden Runyon backing up in short left field.
From Wichita University,
So it's a double for Woodrow.
Catcher number 13, Nick Caravello.
A leadoff double. Now bring up Nick Caravello, the catcher. Caravello came in the game in the 8th inning last night and struck out. Caravello, left-handed hitter. Woodrow on second. Pitch. Breaking ball right there. Called strike one. Stasiowski checks Woodrow at second. The pitch in the dirt, blocked behind the plate by Schussler. 1-1 the count. Caravello, originally from San Rafael, playing his ball at Wichita University. And a big swing and a miss. Count goes 1-2 on the San Francisco backstop. No score, top of the second from Rec Park. And pitch right there, strike three called. A beautiful backdoor slider from Stasiowski gets Caravello looking for out number one. But that'll bring up Cody Gardner. Gardner out of San Francisco State, originally from Sacramento. Another left-handed hitter, Gardner. Takes the first pitch outside, ball one. Gardner came into the game in the 9th inning. Pinch hit and was the last out. He grounded out to McMillan. That was actually a 6-3 double play to end the game. As Gardner takes strike one. Count goes 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out, one on for the Seals. The pitch. Slider misses low. 2-1 the count. Gardner having a laugh with home plate umpire. Now he steps in. Schussler in his stance. Stasiowski sets at the belt. Checks Woodrow at second. The pitch on the outside corner. Called strike two. Gardner did not think so. Both teams a little unhappy with the wide strike zone up to this point. It's only the second inning, but we'll see if the strike zone stays as wide as it's been so far the rest of the game. The 2-2 in the dirt. Schussler able to get in front of it, so that'll run the count full, 3-2. San Francisco trying to get on the board. It's fouled back to the screen. Count stays 3-2 on Gardner. Back to full capacity at Rec Park. Full capacity is about 1,200. Pitch just popped up, right side, going out as Targich in short right field. He's under it. He makes the catch in short right center field, actually, for out number two.
Next from Laney College, second baseman.
I'll bring up Sato Kodo. Kodo came into the game defensively last night. Did not get in that bat. Came in to play second base for Emilio Luna as he takes the slider right there, called strike one. No balls, one strike. The pitch. Another slider, swing and a miss in the dirt. Picked by Schussler. Counts 0-2 on Soto. Pitch on the way. Swung on a line into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Coming around third is Woodrow. Lopez bobbles it in right, allowing Woodrow to score easily. It's an RBI single for Sato Kodo, and it's now 1-0 San Francisco.
Batting next for the Seals from Laney College, DH number.
Here tonight. Here.
If I never get back.
And RC, a big bouncing ball. Cade's coming to the plate. It's gloved to throw home. The slide. He's safe. Ball game. The Brewers win.
Family feel. What a start to the season. Man.
3 in the 9th. Scoring 1 in the 10th.
And the pitch. Over toward third. And it's
Yes!
over the head of Riley down the left field line. Harper scores easily. Gene Segura was a man on a mission. Let the season begin.
Another great at-bat by a youngster. Quality at-bat. Remarkable.
Stories on this Angel roster this year. Wall sends it well out to left center field. And it's gone!
2-1.
You got
Just
it.
like that, the Hollywood script continues. Akil Badu wears a crown to give the Tigers the win.
He rips it. It's up the middle. And the Nationals.
To Montgomery's. One line right at the second baseman Koto to make the play for out number 1.
Batting next from Texas A&M University, our catcher number 8, Kimball Schussler.
So Montgomery retired, and that'll bring up Kimball Schussler. Schussler was not in the lineup last night, as neither was Montgomery. Pitch outside. Schussler at just 176, 3 hits, 17 at-bats. Does have a homer and RBI. He's walked 5 times as he takes strike 1 to even the count. One pitch, foul tipped into the glove of Caravello behind the plate, strike 2. One-two pitch, right there. Strike 3 called. Schussler down on strikes, and he knew it.
Arizona State University left fielder number 22, Seth Nager.
2 are retired for Seth Nager. Nine lead, and that was the final last night as he foul tips the first pitch at the plate. 0-1. Also singled and scored in the 6th, and a pair of groundouts began his night. So 2 for 4 was Seth Nager last night. 0-1 low, 1-1. I talked to Seth before the game, and he said he didn't think he got all of it on that home run as he takes strike 2, 1-2. I didn't think he got all of it either, just watching the right fielder in real time, and it just kept going and going, and he said it must have had a lot of backspin for it to carry out to deep right center field and over the wall. As that one's hit sharply to the shortstop Santos, who fields it to his left, throws to first in time. So a 1-2-3 second for Dylan Porter, and at the end of 2 innings of play, 1-0 Seals here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
That one's driven to right field. Rosarena backing up. It's over his head! It's over his head! And the Red Sox are going to win the game!
The Rosarena never got himself in a position where he could make a play on that. What a ball game.
That should do it. Taylor's not going to get it. Canna's going to trot home, and the A's are going to walk it off for their first win of the 2021 season. This afternoon, and the A's win it in 10 innings by a final score of 4.
1-2 coming. And the slider in there, strike 3.
Hit it on the pitch. It hit him. Goes through the strike zone. It hit Conforto, but he didn't move.
Broken bat roller. Throw to second, and it hits the runner. Here comes Madrigal. And they win it.
The out at second base is irrelevant at that point because Madrigal is the winning run.
His 6th pitch.
Up the middle and through. Ramon Arias scores Rio Ruiz. The Orioles win their first home game in 2021.
And VR hits one in the air to left field. That'll win the game. McCutcheon watches it sail by him. In to score comes McNeil with the game-winning run. Pete Alonso with the tying hit. Jonathan VR.
Breaking ball high in the air. Hicks ranging.
I said, why we sign it? Why they pass? He goes, I guess Joey thought we knew that.
First pitch to Kyler Prune is a strike, 0-1. Prune struck out in the first as he takes outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. One outside, 2 balls and a strike on Crone. Stasiowski out for his 3rd inning of work in the top of the 3rd as he deals a strike right down the heart of the plate. Count evens up at 2-2. Pitch in the dirt, so count will go full 3-2 on Crone. That one's hit it in the right field for a base hit right through the hole. So So a leadoff single for Kyler Prune.
Now batting for the Seals from the College of Marin.
And that'll bring up Dio Cornette, who flew out to Garibay in center in the first. Cornette swings and misses at the slider. 0-1. Stasiowski's thrown 37 pitches through his first 2+, as that one's chopped down the third base line, will drift foul. Prune took off on the pitch, but he'll have to go back to first. Cornette will retrieve back to the batter's box. So the count will be 0-2 on Dio Cornette, who's playing third base tonight for San Francisco. West Coast Kings have taken a 2-0 lead over the Lincoln Potters. That's in the second at McBean Stadium. Runner goes again, pitches, hits softly back to Stasiowski. He'll just take the one at first as he flips to Montgomery to record the out. Prune moves up to second. That'll be a 1-3 put out. And that'll bring up Isai Santos, who singled in the first, was stranded at second base. Seals lead at 1-0, top of the third. First pitch right there, called strike one. Stasiowski ahead in the count, 0-1. High chopper, Stasiowski off the mound to field it, flipped to Montgomery just in time to get Santos as he was busting it down the line. So he's retired. Another 1-3 put out. Going to third is Prune. And then I'll bring up Kean Johnston. So after the leadoff single, pair of groundouts back to Stasiowski on the mound. And Johnston steps in. He grounded out in a 6-4 force to end the first. And the pitch misses outside, ball one to the San Francisco first baseman. (1-0) misses just a bit low. 2-0 the count. And the 2-0 pitch. Outside 3-0. Some of those pitches that are missing now were called strikes in the first two innings, it looks like. Maybe that strike zone has tightened up a little bit as there's a strike right down the heart of the plate. 3-1 on Johnston. (3-1) right there, called strike two. Johnston took a step down to first. Now it's a step back into the right-hand batter's box. He's facing a 3-2 count with 2 outs and a runner at third. With the Seals up 1-0. 3-2 pitch, swung on, hit sharply up the middle. Target's a couple steps to his right, throws to first, picked by Montgomery at first to end the inning. So no runs on 1 hit and 1 left at the end of 2.5 innings of play. 1-0 Seals here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
Golf home run for Bo Bichette. It only took him 86 games to get to 50 career extra base hits.
Broken bat line drive, and the Braves win it. Dansby Swanson picks on the first pitch. And the Braves come back again and beat the Marlins.
RBI of the season. To short center, down for a hit, and it's a walk-off winner.
Well, that's the 6th time he's done that. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is break a losing streak.
with his first home run of the year. Great.
There it goes! Game winner! See you later! That's in the air! Right center field! Reds win it! Tyler Stevenson delivers! Suarez scores!
One of those games where it's out in the world.
Ian McMillan will lead things off for the Healdsburg Prune Packers. 9-1-2 for Healdsburg. McMillan tied for the team lead in RBIs at 12. He and Blake Burke take that category as he check swings at the first pitch and fouls it over toward the Prune Packer dugout, 0-1. McMillan was 1 for 3 last night, doubled in the 4th and came around to score, walked in the 6th, came around to score then. Pop out and a flyout completed his night. 0-1 pitch misses low, 1 ball and 1 strike. McMillan at 257 has a home run, and of course I mentioned the 12 RBIs. Outside, 2-1 the count. Pitches in the dirt, so count goes 3-1 on McMillan. Scored twice last night. Three-one pitch in there for a called strike. McMillan had a step towards first base. He's back in the right-handed batter's box now. Three-two hit high, deep left field, giving Chase Gardner a catch you later baseball. A home run for Ian McMillan ties the score at 1 here in the 3rd. Now that puts him in sole possession of the team RBI lead at 13 now with that home run. And now we flip the lineup over to the top for Jesse Lopez, who singled to lead off the bottom of the 1st. Lopez stands in, takes low for ball 1. Game's tied at 1. Seal scored a run in the top of the 2nd, and the McMillan home run ties it up here in the bottom of the 3rd. Porter winds and deals inside. Lopez has to dance out of the way. 2-0 the count. Porter steps off, takes a little bit of a walk behind the rubber. Standing behind it, adjusting his pants. And now he's ready to go. 2-0 pitch on the way. Inside, I think that got Lopez. It did. So he wears it off the elbow. And will trot down to first. So Lopez will reach for the 2nd time tonight. Garibay, left-handed hitter, stands in. Lopez on first, and he takes high. 1-0 the count. Porter working from the stretch, checks Lopez at first, and deals a 1-0 to Garibay, who swings and misses. Count evens up at 1-1. Nobody up, bottom of the 3rd, 1-1 ball game from Rec Park. Prune Packers looking for their 7th win in a row. Throw over to first, and getting back as Lopez gets in standing. Lopez goes, pitches high, throw to second base by Caravello's not in time. Lopez slides in. So the count's 2-1 on Garibay. Lopez steals second. He's now in scoring position with nobody out, so that takes away the double play ball. So Porter sets and deals 2-1 to Garibay, who swings and fouls it back to the screen and caught on the ricochet by Burke in the on-deck circle, who flips to our bat boy this evening. So 2 balls, 2 strikes on Garibay. Lopez on second. The pitch is upstairs, so count will run full to the Prune Packer center fielder. Porter's thrown 47 pitches now and has retired 6 Prune Packer hitters. 3-2 pitch. Outside, ball 4. Garibay takes ball 4, so he reaches on the walk. And that'll bring up Blake Burke, the designated hitter. Burke walked in the first. Was left stranded at second. He went to second on a pass ball. Target struck out and Runyon grounded out to end the bottom of the first. Burke, the left-handed hitter, takes inside, 1-0. Target is on deck. On the outside corner for a called strike. Count evens up at 1-1. One pitch on the way. Outside. Count goes to 2-1 on Burke. Porter stepping off the mound now steps back on. Lopez at second. He was hit by a pitch and stole second. Garibay on first after he walked. Still nobody out. Pitch outside, so he goes 3-1 on Burke. One more bad one loads the bases. So Burke's slightly open stance from the left side. Awaits the 3-1 from Porter. Here it comes. Pitch misses upstairs, ball 4. So back-to-back walks by Porter. Along with Lopez is hit by a pitch have loaded the bases for Ryan Targich, who, as I said before, struck out looking in the first. And now we'll have a meeting at the mound with the San Francisco Seals manager.
A couple little quick notes. Any of these little guys who
I'd like to shout out our Grand Slam sponsors, Goliath LLC, Epicenter Sports and Entertainment, the Sanderson Family, and iTrade Network, as well as our home run sponsors, Carson Block Family, Draxton Wine, Harvey Plumbing Company, Petaluma Poultry, and Rich Ryan Construction. Thank you for your support of the Healdsburg Prune Packers and the Healdsburg community.
Buy and sell country, equestrian, and estate property. She's hosting a whole bunch of folks today, so welcome Pam Buddha and her crew.
Target 7 hits in 22 plate appearances. That's a .318 batting average. 1 home run, 5 RBIs. Has walked 7 times, which is tied for second on the team with Blake Burke. It's been hit by a pitch 4 times. First pitch misses up and away. Ball 1. Prune Packers have been hit by pitch a lot. 23 times Packers have been hit this year. Target swings, hits one in the air down the left field line. Gardner giving chase, but it'll drift foul to even up the count at 1-1. So the Packers have played 9 games. And they've been hit 23 times coming in tonight, 24 now with Lopez. It's about 2.5 every game. Raising that on base percentage as Target takes outside 2-1 the count. The team on base percentage is .426, slugging .517 and an OPS of .943. As Target takes downstairs, count goes 3-1. So one more bad one brings in Lopez and gives the Packers the lead, the 3-1. Line into left center field. It's going to get down for a base hit. Lopez will score easily, as will Garibay. Going to third is Burke, and holding at first is Targich. It's a 2-run single for Targich, and it is now 3-1 Prune Packers.
Now batting for the Prune Packers, your Texas Tech University third baseman, number 18, Braden.
Now bring up Braden Runyon. He grounded out to the shortstop Santos in the first. Still nobody out. Runners at the corners now. First pitch to Runyon is in there for a called strike. 0-1 the count. Runyon, right-handed hitter. Waits the 0-1, which is lined down the left field line, but foul. The count goes 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. Upstairs, snagged by Carvel behind the plate. And likely saved a run there. 1-2. One-two pitch up and in. So that'll even the count at 2-2 on Runyon. Runyon played his high school ball at Randall K. Cooper High School in Florence, Kentucky, his hometown. Hit sharply to third, and misplayed by Cornett at third as it goes into left field. Coming in to score, Burke going to third as Target Chi dives in safely. Reaching at first is Runyon on the E5. And that makes it 4-1 Healdsburg.
Baseman number 26, Torrin Montgomery.
So 4 runs are home in the inning. Target at third, Runyon on first after the E5. Still nobody out. Montgomery takes inside for ball 1. Porter set at the belt and deals the 1-0. Big swing and a miss by Montgomery, 1-1. Hit in the left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Scoring is Targich. Holding at second is Runyon. It's an RBI single for Torrin Montgomery. Makes it 5-1 Prune Packers.
Catcher number 8, Kimball Schussler.
Make it 5 now home in the inning. And they'll bring up Kimball Schussler. And still nobody out. And barring a triple play here, the Packers will bat around. Chopped at the plate. 0-1 the count on Schussler. He struck out looking in the second. Bottom of the third, 5-1 Prune Packers. Pitch outside, 1 ball and 1 strike on Schussler. Schussler, a sportsman. And a breaking ball fouled away right side out of play. Count goes to 1-2 on Schussler.
Tipping the cap to Jacob Wood, our ball boy today. Good job, Jacob.
Porter sets, checks Runyon at second, and the pitch. Chopped left side, foul into the Packer dugout. Runyon's on second. He reached on the error by the third baseman, Dio Cornett. And Montgomery singled. He's on first. Montgomery single brought home Ryan Targich. The 5th run of the game for the Prune Packers, 5th run of the inning. And that's where we stand right now. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Schussler waits the 1-2. Here it comes. Swung on a line, center field, hit pretty well. Crone going to his left to make the catch. And fires it back in, going back to second is Runyon and back to first Montgomery. So that's the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Seth Nager. Nager grounded out to Santos at short to end the second. As well as another meeting at the mound, and that should do it for Porter. If I recall correctly, it's his second visit of the inning, and he will make the change. So Porter leaves after 2 1/3, allowing 5 runs, 2 more on the base paths. Those will be his responsibility. As San Francisco bring in Thomas Babineau out of Huntington Beach, California. Went to Cal State San Marcos, a freshman right-hander. We'll have him toss his warm-up pitches. We'll be right back from Rec Park. 5-1 Prune Packers here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
There we go.
Baby.
Deep left center field. Splash. And it's over.
Their walk-off by their star, Salvador Perez.
Smokes this one into left field. Around third is Dumont. Here comes Jazz. He's on a score. And Jorge Alfaro.
And this one into left field, base hit, and the Rangers win it. Nate Lowe delivers his 16th RBI of the season.
Feel good. First walk-off hit in nearly 2 seasons.
And Andrew lights one into left field, a base hit. Harper around third, heading for home. The throw by Dickerson is not in time. A breath. The Giants are getting the baseball.
And the pitch. Arise has it. Not an easy play. His throw wide, and the A's are going to win.
You got to be kidding me.
Kemp scores. Andrus scores.
Unbelievable.
An error kept the game going. Another error and 2-run score.
Base hit. What a homestand for Salvador Perez.
Thomas Babin now the new pitcher for San Francisco. He comes in relief of Dylan Porter, who went 2 1/3, allowed 3 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them earned, walked 3, struck out 3. So Seth steps in. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out to Santos at short in the second. 1 out. The pitch outside. Seth this year for the Sun Devils at 200. 368 on base percentage. Scored 12 runs. Sounded like a broken bat, but hit in the air to left. Gardner taking a couple steps back to make the catch, retrieving back to second as Runyon and Montgomery back to first.
Next, University of Houston.
So here's Ian McMillan. He started this inning off with a home run that, at the time, tied the game at 1 apiece. McMillan leads the team in RBIs, now at 13. And the first pitch inside, almost got him. So 1-0 the count. (5-1) Prune Packers, bottom of the third. 2 are out. Runners are out first and second. The 1-0. Swung on, hit in the air, right field. Going to be a tough play for Woodrow. He's ranging to his left, coming in. It falls in. Runyon in to score. Montgomery to third. And he thought about coming around, but third base coach Joey Gomes holds him there. Stopping at first is McMillan, so that's an RBI single for McMillan. His second RBI of the inning, and that extends the Packer lead to 6-1. Now bringing out Jesse Lopez, who earlier in this inning was hit by a pitch and came around to score. He also singled in the first, so he's been on base twice. First pitch outside. 1-0 on Lopez. Runners at the corners are 2 are out. And one of those runs is charged to Porter, the run that scored Runyon. That's 6 runs given up for him. Make it 7 as Lopez lines it into left field. Montgomery in to score. Stopping at second is McMillan, so it's an RBI single for Jesse Lopez, his second hit of the night. Makes it 7-1. Strikeouts. And now McMillan at second, Lopez on first are Babinow's responsibility. He sets at the belt and deals the first pitch to Garibay, way outside, 1 ball and no strike. Garibay earlier in this inning walked and came around to score. As time is called at the plate, the home plate umpire Gary Nelson out to dust off the plate. No. Fouled back to the screen. 1-0 the count now. Packers will be in Lincoln tomorrow at McBean Stadium for Father's Day 6 p.m. start time. They'll be off Monday, then back here at Rec Park against the Solano Mudcats. A 6 p.m. start. 1-1. Breaking ball right there. Called strike 2. 1-2 the count. Now on Garibay. One-two pitch. In the dirt. Blocked by Caravella. Going to third is McMillan. He's going to reach. So he dives in. Lopez still at first. So making runners on the corners now. Two-two pitch on the way. Lopez goes. Pitch in the dirt. Throw to second base. Not in time. Coming home is McMillan. The throw to the plate. The tag by Caravello. In time to get him. The shortstop, Santos, cut it off just in front of the bag. Delivered a nice throw to the plate. And Caravello able to apply the tag. McMillan is out to end the inning. So for the Prune Packers, 7 runs on 4 hits and 1 left. And at the end of 3 innings of play, 7-1 Prune Packers here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
Have their first walk-off of the year. Runners in scoring position, and he delivers the knockout blow. 1-2 pitch. Gets away. Here comes O'Neill. He will score, and the Cardinals win it.
Right at the corners. And Mullins is swinging away. In the air to left center. Is it deep enough? Hicks makes the catch. Here comes Urias, and the Orioles win it.
Pitch to him. I mean, you got a guy throwing 99, but you also have a right-handed hitter.
After they throw their bullpen.
Schwarber out to right center. That ball is to the moon.
7-1 Prune Packers here on the Prune Packer Radio Network. Eric Woodrow to lead things off for San Francisco, and probably with some tired legs, standing out in the outfield for a while as the Packers scored 7 runs in that bottom of the 3rd inning, and it's a long wait for Tyler Stasiowski. Let's see how he responds after the long wait. And the first pitch misses upstairs for ball 1. Woodrow doubled to lead off the second and came around to score on an RBI single by Sato Kodo as Woodrow swings and hits one in the air to left. Nager right there makes the catch for the first out. I'll bring up Caravello, the catcher. He struck out looking in the second. He probably also has some tired legs, being in the squat for that long inning. He didn't even have all of his gear off. He just now has his helmet on and is walking up to plate, putting his batting gloves on. Probably saying, man, can you have taken a few more pitches for me? So 1 out. Caravello steps in, left-handed hitter. And he swings and drills one right center field. Hit well. Garibay going back, still going back, still going back. And he makes the catch at the wall in right center field. Caravello squared it up. Garibay had a long way to go. He was shaded towards left center field. Went a long way to track it down. 2 are retired in the 4th. And they'll bring up Cody Gardner. First pitch to Gardner is in there for a called strike, 0-1. He popped out to Targich at second. In the second. 0-1 outside, evens up the count at 1-1. Hit on the ground to second. Targets to his left. Throws to first in time. A 1-2-3, top of the fourth for Tyler Stasiowski. I guess that long inning didn't affect him at all. So no runs, no hits, nobody left. And at the end of 3.5 innings of play, 7-1 Prune Packers here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
All right, Dan, that's the best feeling. All right, we talked about it earlier. That's definitely.
No balls, 2 strikes. Shaw, right field, down, base hit. Feliciano around third. That's his throw, and it's over. The Brewers win. And the Brewers have won 3 in a row against the reigning world champs.
There's a base hit, and the Blue Jays are going to win it. Randall Grichuk singles into center. Espinal comes in to score, and the Blue Jays will walk off the Braves. Career walk-off hit for Randall Grichuk, his 3rd as a Blue Jay.
3-1. Poke to center field. The Reds win.
2-2. Swing and a ball ripped right field. Betts going back. It's over his head. And the Cubs sweep the doubleheader. Cubs win. KB.
3-2. Deep right. Take a good look. You won't see it for long. What a comeback. Rockies were down 4 in the last.
7-1 Prune Packers getting ready for the bottom of the 4th inning. Guy Garibay going to step in again. Remember, he was up when Lopez tried to steal second. The throw was cut off by the shortstop Santos, and McMillan had broke for home. And the good play got him, so he was stranded in a 2-2. So Babineau back on the mound for San Francisco, and he winds and deals the first pitch to Garibay, who swings and chops it to the first baseman Johnson, a high chopper. He had to wait for it. He steps on the bag. 1 pitch, 1 out for Babineau. That's a 3 unassisted. And then I'll bring up Blake Burke, the DH. He's walked twice. He walked and scored in the 3rd. Here's an interesting this day in baseball history. Back in 2007 on the bus ride to Shea Stadium, Twins color commentator Burt Blyleven says he will shave his head if Johan Santana threw a complete game shutout as the first pitch to Burke outside ball 1. Well, guess what Santana did? Johan Santana. He threw a complete game shutout. And a few days later, he shaved Burt Blyleven's head. It was a 9-0 Twins victory over the Mets at Shea Stadium. Blyleven kept his word as Burke takes a strike, 1-1. I don't know if I would make that kind of bet. A little risque for me. Swing and a miss by Burke. Count goes 1-2. One-two pitch to Burke. Hit on the ground at first. Johnston fields and wins the race to the bag for out number 2. Another 3 unassisted. And then I'm bringing Brian Targich. He walked and scored.
Number 16, Ryan Targich.
Struck out in the 1st. First pitch to Targich hit down the right field line. Foul and misplay by first base coach Max Shoup. I was giving him props before the game, saying he had smooth hands over there. Missed that one. It was hit a little bit hard, but I had a hand on it. 0-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Targich down the count. 0-2 now. 0-2 pitch on the way. Chopped up the middle. Going to his right is Cotto to make the play. And he throws to first to end the inning. So 1, 2, 3, fourth inning for Thomas Babineau. And at the end of 4 innings to play, 7-1 Prune Packers here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
Payoff. Smoke to center field. The Reds win.
Ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you're enjoying the program. I would like to remind you of a few things. Once again, I'd like to thank our host families, the interns to keep this place running, and a special thanks to our Grand Slam sponsors, Goliath LLC, Epicenter Sports and Entertainment, the Sanderson family, and the iTrade Network. Thank you very much for all that you do. I would also like to reiterate that if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or suggestions, to leave them in the YouTube chat. I will respond to them as I am able. Also, if you want to watch the stream, just the audio, not the video, then go over to mixer.com/Prune Packers to listen to Michael Barabot's stream. He's our sportscaster who I'm feeding to the video, but if you just want to listen to audio, mixer.com/Prune Packers is the place to go. I've been posting that in the chat occasionally. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else. Thank you again. Enjoy the ball game.
The premier pitchers in baseball, and they fought back tight.
Sato Cotto to lead things off for San Francisco, 8-9-1 for the Seals. Cotto singled in the second. That brought home Eric Woodrow for San Francisco's only run of the night so far as he swings and misses. Strike one to start the top of the fifth. Stasiowski back out on the mound, sets and fires a big slider just a bit outside, 1-1 the count. Almost looks like a slurve. One pitch on the way, swinging to miss, pitch in the dirt, picked by Schussler, 1-2 the count. One ball and two strikes to count. Now the pitch. In the dirt, check swing by Cotto, but he holds up. So count evens at 2-2. Jake Chasengram waits on deck for San Francisco. 2-2 pitch on the way to Cotto is hitting in the air right field down the line. Foul and out of play, so count stays at 2-2. Potters have come back to tie things up against the West Coast Kings. That's a 2-2 game in the top of the fourth at McBean Stadium. That's a 2-2 here. Swing and a miss, strike three. Cotto down on strikes for out number one. At Sparky Anderson Field, the Conejo Oaks lead the Walnut Creek Crawdads 7-2. And the final at Sintheimer Park, the San Luis Obispo Blues defeat the Solano Mudcats 8-2. First pitch to Chasengram misses high. 1-0. He struck out in the second. 1-0 pitch on the way upstairs. 2-0 the count now. Stasiowski set at the belt and deals the 2-0. Breaking ball inside, 3-0 the count now. That one's hit in the air, left center field. Garibay going well to his right. Now it's Nager calling him off to make the catch in left center field. I think Garibay may have lost it in the sun and gave way to Nager, who drifted to his left to make the catch. So two are retired for Kyler Crone.
Center fielder number 45, Kyler Crone.
Prune 1 for 2, singled in the third, struck out looking to start the ball game in the first. Left-handed hitter. First pitch. Fouled back to the screen, 0-1 the count. Prune from Salinas, California, playing at San Francisco State. Slider right there, strike 2. .65 pitches for Stasiowski up to this point through 4 2/3. Upstairs, 1-2 the count. He's allowed 4 hits, struck out 4. And he's now struck out 5 as Prune down looking at 1-2-3 fifth inning for Stasiowski. He's retired 9 in a row. And at the end of 4.5 innings of play, 7-1 Prune Packers here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
And Adrianza. 2 big hits. Now instead of facing Nola tomorrow night.
Hit sharply and through for a base hit, and the Yankees win. The Yankees walk it off 2 days in a row.
2-2. And Mazika grounds one down to first. Coming home is Mancini. The slide. Save for the Mets. Win it. Mazika does it again. The king of the walk-off fielder's choice, Patrick Mazika.
The 1-2.
And it's into right field. Goodrum will score. Go crazy!
Right field, get down! Indians walk it off! He drives them both home, and the Indians sweep the Cubs.
Fuentes drops his ball to deep center field. Way back, Grisham can't get it. Rockies have won it. He didn't waste any time. Why would you?
Braden Runyon to lead things off for the Prune Packers. Bottom of the 5th, Pack up 7-1. Runyon 0 for 2. He reached on an error in the third, but grounded out in the first. Shout out to some of our double sponsors: Steve Alderman, Caltax, Accent Printing, Amy's Wicked Slutch, and Big John's Market. Thank you for your support as Runyon, first pitch swinging, pops it up behind the plate and out of play. Five, 6, and 7 for the Pack in the 5th. Inside, that got Runyon on the thigh, so he'll reach first on the hit by pitch. Then I'll bring up Torrin Montgomery. Montgomery 1 for 2, lined out to Koto at second in the second, and then singled home a run in the third, part of that 7-run third inning. Montgomery, big, tall, right-handed hitter. Babineau sets, deals. Outside, a little bit up, 2. 1-0 the count. One-0 pitch on the way. In the dirt, gets by Caravello to the backstop. Going to second is Runyon. So 2-0 the count now on Monty. And Runyon's at second with nobody out. Montgomery lettered 3 years in baseball at Lake Washington. Lettered in basketball 2 years in high school. Montgomery stands in ahead of the count, 2-0. Babineau sets, checks Runyon at second, a 2-0. Line down the third base line. It's a fair ball past Cornett. Runyon around third, he will score. That ball went all the way to the wall. Montgomery in the second with an RBI double, his second RBI hit of the night, and extends the lead to 8-1 Healdsburg. So Schussler stands in. He's 0 for 2. Flew out to Prune and center. Struck out looking in the second. First pitch to Kimball Schussler is inside. 1-0. Babineau sets, checks Monty at second a couple times. A 1-0 on the outside corner for a strike. 1-1 the count. One pitch, chopped into the Prune Packer dugout. Hit shot sharply. Counts 1-2. Sun beginning to set at Rec Park. It's gone down to about 79 degrees as we approach 7:30 p.m. local time. 1-2 pitch, chopped at the plate. Count stays 1-2. Pitch in the dirt, gets by Caravello, and Montgomery will head to third. Cal will move to 2-2 on Schussler. Nobody out. Already a run home this inning on the Montgomery RBI double. Two swung on and missed. Strike three. Schussler down on strikes for the second time tonight. That'll bring up Seth Nager, the left fielder.
Arizona State University left fielder number 22, Seth Nager.
Nager 0 for 2, grounded out to Santos at short in the second. Flew out to the left fielder Gardner in the third. Pitch misses upstairs. 1-0 on Nager. Runner at third and 1 out. 8-1 Prune Packers. Bottom of the fifth. 1-0 in there for a called strike. 1-1 the count. Looked a bit inside from my view, but I'm not the umpire. 1-1 the count. 1-1 outside. 2-1 the count. Two-one pitch on the way inside. So the count moves to 3-1 on Nager. 2 hits in 10 at-bats for Nager. That's a 200 batting average. Home run, 1 RBI, walked 3 times so far this season. Just a couple games in. 3-1. That one's hit in the air. Right field hit pretty well. Gardner going back, still going back. Catch it later, baseball. A 2-run home run for Seth Nager. Make that back-to-back nights he's left the ballpark. And it's now 10-1 Healdsburg. So I'll bring up Ian McMillan. McMillan homered in the third, singled home run in the fourth. McMillan slightly open stance from the right side. First pitch on the way. Breaking ball misses upstairs for ball one. First pitch, or the 1-0 swung on a miss. Counts 1-1. Looking at the scoreboard, they had 0-0, but the count's actually 1-1 now. Now they've got it updated. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 3 home in the inning. Jordan Montgomery's RBI double and Seth Nager's 2-run home run are responsible for the 3 runs. McMillan foul tips this one into the glove of Caravello behind the plate. Strike 2. One-two pitch, chopped towards the Seals dugout. Count stays 1-2. Hit on the ground to second. Cotto, a couple steps to his right, throws to first and picked nicely by Johnston at first for the out. 2 are retired as McMillan is out, and that'll bring out Jesse Lopez for his 4th plate appearance. Lopez, 2 for 2. He singled in the first, was hit by a pitch and came around to score in the third, and singled home a run in the fourth. Babineau winds and deals first pitch to Lopez. Is outside, 1-0. Logan Douglas has grabbed the bat. He's in the on-deck circle. He'd be hitting for Guy Garibay. One-0 pitch on the way. Hit on the ground is short. Bobbled at short by Santos. That ricochets to Cornette at third, and reaching at first is Lopez on the E6. It's the 4th time he's been on base, and in comes Logan Douglas.
From the University of Nevada, Reno, number 13, Logan Douglas.
So Garibay's night is done. He was 0 for 2. He walked and came around to score. Strikeout and a 3 unassisted. Douglas stands in and takes a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Oh-1 misses upstairs. Count evens up at 1-1 on Douglas. Douglas 3 hits and 12 at bats. Has walked 3 times, and that's outside. 2-1. Back pick to first is misplayed by Johnston, getting back as Lopez. So count moves to 2-1 on Jesse Lopez. Or excuse me, Logan Douglas. He's at the plate. Babineau set at the belt. 2-1 outside, 3-1 the count now. Blake Burke on deck. Lopez takes his lead at first. 3-1 pitch on the way to Douglas. He swings and misses. So the count runs full, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That'll start Lopez at first. Johnson, the first baseman, going to play back now. Lopez takes off. The 3-2 pitch in the dirt ball 4. So Lopez to second. He takes a wide turn around second, but nothing doing. Douglas takes the walk. And then I'll bring up Blake Burke, the designated hitter, and we'll have a meeting at the mound.
Visit to the mound.
I don't have a great view of the bullpen, so I'm not sure if they've had activity in the bullpen. As the entire infield converges at the mound. Looks like he is going to make a change. So we'll have a new pitcher for the San Francisco Seals. It'll be Johnny Burns, the high school senior from De La Salle High School in Lafayette, California. Left-handed reliever will take his warm-up tosses, and we'll be right back. 10-1 Prune Packers here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
Bounces away. Here comes Straw, going to score the game winner. Miles Straw flying down the line to score the run and win it 4-3.
Pitch to Polanco. And Polanco drives one out to center field. Frazier's going to tag up. He will trot home, and the Pirates in 11 innings.
Game to come back and win. They played some really good defense here, especially.
Phillips, line drive into right, and the Rays win it. Brett Phillips walks it off.
They scrape across 2 to tie it, and in the 9th they win it. The 0-1.
The other way. It's in front of Bryant. They're going to wave Jones home. The throw home is not there. Harold Castro walks it off.
Frazier can only watch now. Stallings hits one deep to left field, and this one is gone. A walk-off 2-run homer.
Remember how mad he was at the umpire earlier?
That's in the dirt. Here comes Abreu. Safe! False.
25.
So you can close the book on Babin now. He went 2 1/3, allowed 4 hits. At the moment, 3 runs, walked 1, struck out 1. The 2 runners on, Lopez at second, Douglas on first, he's responsible for. New pitcher, as I said before the break, is Johnny Burns, left-hander from De La Salle High School. So Burns will face the lefty Burke. The first pitch on the way is on the outside corner for a called strike. Burke 0 for 1. And he swings and hits one. Foul territory right side. Giving chase Johnston, but it'll fall out of play. The count goes 0-2. Burke walked twice. The second time he walked in the 3rd, he came around to score and then grounded out to Johnston at first for the 3 unassisted back in the 4th. Burns steals the 0-2. Just outside. Count moves to 1-2. Looked like the exact same pitch that was called strike 1. One-two pitch on the way. Burke fouls it off left side over the Prune Packer dugout. So the count stays 1-2. One-two again on the way. Hit in the air. Left center field. Prune settles under it. Makes the catch to retire the side. 3 runs on 2 hits and 2 left. And at the end of 5 innings of play, 10-1 Prune Packers here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
And down for a hit. Polanco walks off the White Sox.
Just the guy I wanted to have up there.
Center field. Straw sets up. Now he backs up. Canna tags. Here comes Canna. and this ball game is over. And game one of this big three-game series goes to the Athletics.
That'll get to the backstop. Here comes Mateo! Padres walking off in San Diego! Wild pitch on court by Bard.
In his last two trips. High fly ball, center field deep, at the track, at the wall. It's gone! Partner, you never forget your first one. This was a battle royal. It wasn't easy, but as you suggested, the Braves needed somehow a walk-off homer, the first time he's done that in his career. And Atlanta picks up a hugely important win.
Hit sharply, a base hit.
Top of the sixth inning from Rec Park, the new pitcher Uday Naratam. He's in relief of Tyler Stasiowski, so you close the book on him. 5 innings, 4 hits, allowed just 1 run, didn't walk a batter, struck out 5. Dio Cornette stands in to lead things off against the lefty Naratam, and he takes ball 1. Left-hander deals strike. 1-1 the count. Naratam in 2 appearances, 5 1/3 innings, allowed 2 hits, no runs, walked 3, struck out 5. And he takes inside. 2-1 the count. Naratam's last appearance came on the 15th against San Francisco Force. That was Tuesday. And a big swing and a miss by Cornette. Count goes 2-2. Naratam went 3 innings, didn't allow a hit or a run or walk a batter, and he struck out 4. And the 9 batters faced the minimum. As Cornette fouls it back to the screen, count stays 2-2. Sun setting. Now it's getting ready to kick into the press box here behind home plate. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Cornette down on strikes to start the 6th. I'll bring up Isai Santos. Santos from Holy Names University in Berkeley, California. Swings and hits in the air to center. Seth Nager now moving from left to center makes the catch. Logan Douglas now in left. 2 are quickly retired to start the 6th. And then I'll bring up Kean Johnston.
First baseman, number 23, Kean Johnston.
Johnson, right-handed hitter. Takes up and away, ball 1. Johnson 0 for 2, pair of groundouts, 6-4 force in the first, and then grounded out to Targetch at second, back in the 3rd. And he takes inside, I guess, 2-0. Two-0 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. 2-1 the count on Johnson. Two-1 pitch on the way. Inside, count goes 3-1 on Johnston. Eric Woodrow waits on deck for San Francisco. Naratam winds and deals. Swing and a miss. 3-2 the count now. Naratam 5'10", 165-pound left-hander from South San Francisco. Played his prep ball at Sacred Heart Cathedral, now at Harvard. Upstairs, ball 4, so Johnston walks. He's on base for the first time. And then I'll bring up Woodrow.
Eric Woodrow.
Woodrow doubled and scored in the 2nd, flew out to Seth Nager in left in the 4th. Woodrow, left-handed hitter, facing the lefty Neraton. And a swing and a miss. 0-1 on Woodrow. Neraton set at the belt, checks Johnson at first, the 0-1. Right there, called strike 2. Michael Bearbaugh bringing you the action from Rec Park. 10-1 Prune Packers. We're in the 6th inning. 0-2 pitch on the way. And breaking ball in there. Strike 3 call. Woodrow did not think so, but the inning is over. No runs, no hits, nobody left. And at the end of 5.5 innings of play, 10-1 Healdsburg here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
Hard hit, but Ryan Renteria. He may be the MVP. 2 out. Here it is. Struck him out. And for the first time since 1954, the Giants are world champions.
I wonder what it feel like to do that shit in real life. And now I know I got it. That's the reason no ID has signed me on it. Got it, but it's still visionary to the death for me. Yeah, I'm trying to make it, but I gotta find a recipe. Greatest of all time, I want the world addressing me. At the hotel, these beautiful girls undressing me. I'm trying to stay focused, I guess that's the Lord testing me. I knew as a child that this was my destiny. They do it for the right life, I'ma make sure my rhymes right. Waiting till the time's right, smiling at my mom's light, smiling at my mom. Smiling at my mama. Know what we'll be sipping now.
Number 16.
Ryan Targich to lead things off for the Prune Packers. Bottom of the 6th, 10-1, the Pack lead. The great pitching for Healdsburg continues. Last night's score may be deceiving in that sense. When you think 10-9, they gave up 9 runs. Pitching must not have been great. Well, not a single one of those 9 runs were earned runs. They were all unearned. As the first pitch to Targich is outside. He's batting right-handed, the switch hitter, against the lefty Johnny Burns for San Francisco. He winds and deals the 1-0. Swung on a line down the left field line, foul. 1-1 the count. Prune Packers committed 9 errors last night, and Frank, they were responsible for all 9 of San Francisco's runs. And still, Prune Packers have not given up an earned run to a non-conference opponent as Targich fouls it down the left field line, 1-2. They've given up 11 runs in total to non-conference opponents, but none of them have been earned. Isn't that interesting? As Targich takes inside, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to count. The pitch. Right there, strike 3 called. Targich down looking. Ball was dropped by Caravello behind the plate. He tags out Targich. So 1 retired, and that'll bring up Braden Runyon. He's 0 for 2. Grounded out to Santos at short in the first. Reached on an error by Cornett in the third. Was hit by a pitch and scored in the 5th. So Runyon stands in. The first pitch in the dirt. 1-0 the count. One-0 pitch on the way. Fouled right side out of play. Evens up the count at 1-1. Burns winds and deals the 1-1. Hit in the air, right field. Gardner makes the play. 2 are retired.
Back next from the University of Missouri.
Then I'll bring up Torrin Montgomery.
Montgomery.
First pitch is swung on and missed. 0-1 the count on Montgomery. He's 2 for 3. Lined out to Cotto at second in the second. Singled home run in the third, and a doubled home run in the fifth. He's ended up scoring in both those instances himself. Swing and a miss on the changeup from Burns. 0-2 the count. To the count, and the pitch on the way. Backdoor slider missed outside. 1-2 the count. One-two pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Another good changeup from Burns. A 1-2-3. Bottom of the sixth inning for Burns. After 6 innings of play, 10-1 Prune Packers here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
Leaps up and he makes the catch. Mike Trout.
Travis Ishikawa hits one into right. The Giants win the pennant.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, I would like to remind you that this stream and its contents are always evolving. If you need any, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or suggestions, please leave them in the YouTube live chat. That is the easiest way for me to get my attention and for me to respond to them. I would like to once again thank our host families, our interns who keep this place running, and our Grand Slam and home run sponsors. Those being our Grand Slam sponsors being Goliath LLC, Epicenter Sports and Entertainment, the Sanderson family, and the iTrade Network. Our home run sponsors are the Carson Block family, Draxton Wine, the Harvey Plumbing Company, Petaluma Poultry, and the Rich Ryan Construction Company. Thank you very much for your generous donations and for keeping this team running. Once again, thank you to everyone involved. And I am pumping Michael's audio back in now. Enjoy the ball game.
10-1 Prune Packers. Uday Naratam back out on the mound for the Prune Packers with the big lead. And he's going to deal the first pitch in the dirt, ball one, to Nick Caravello. 1-0 pitch in there, called strike. 1-1 the count on Caravello. He's over 2. He struck out looking in the second and flew out to Guy Garibay in center in the fourth. Lefty on lefty matchup. A big breaking ball swung on and foul tipped into the glove of Schuessler behind the plate. 1-2 the count. Naratam working from the windup. Deals. Quick pitch that time. Breaking ball. Swung on and missed. Strike three. One retired in the seventh, and that'll bring up Cody Gardner. Gardner over for 2. Popped out to Target at second in the second, then grounded out to him in the fourth. Gardner also a left-handed hitter. Facing the lefty Naratam. He winds and deals. Low and away, ball one. One-0 misses. Low and away, 2-0. Two-0 on the way. Upstairs, 3-0 on Gardner now. Sato Koto waits on deck. 3-0 right down the middle, strike. 3-1 pitch, outside ball 4, so Gardner draws a walk. He reaches base for the first time.
From Lady College for the Seals, second base number 7.
So Cotto stands in. He's 1 for 2. He's singled in the second, struck out swinging in the 5th. Bottom of the 5th from McBean Stadium. The West Coast Kings 4, the Lincoln Potters 2. Naratom sets and deals the first pitch to Cotto's in there for a called strike, 0-1. Throw over to first, and Gardner dives back in. The throw was low. It was picked up by Montgomery in the dirt on a hop. Owen won the count. Fouled back to the screen. Quickly 0-2 now. We also have our video live stream going at Packers Baseball Network on YouTube. Sam Scott running that for us. Swing and a miss, strike 3, back pick to first, not in time. Gardner just gets back in there.
Now batting from Lady College, the DH number 40, Jake Chasencraft.
So Cotto retired on the strikeout. 2 are retired. And they'll bring up Jake Chasengram, right-handed hitter. First pitch, hit a ton to left field. Douglas going back and catch you later baseball. A 2-run home run for Jake Chasengram. And that makes it 10-3 Healdsburg. Jason Graham didn't waste any time on that.
Batting next from San Francisco
First pitch
State
swinging.
University, center fielder number 45,
And with the short
Tyler
porch and
Prune.
left, was able to drive it over the wall. First pitch strike to Kyler Crone. He's starting to count 0-1. And a breaking ball in the dirt picked by Schuessler. 1-1 the count. One pitch right there, called strike 2. 1-2 the count. Naratom winds and deals. A 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Crone down on strikes for the 3rd time tonight. But the Seals get a pair on the 2-run home run by Jake Chasengram. 1 run, 1 hit, nobody left. Stretch time at Rec Park. Your Packers lead it 10-3 here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network. Kimball Schuessler to lead things off for the Healdsburg Prune Packers in the bottom of the 7th inning. 7-8-9. Schuessler, Nager, and McMillan. And the new pitcher for San Francisco is Eddie Burns. And he deals the first pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Out of Lafayette, California, playing his ball at University of San Francisco. Burns, the right-hander, sets at the belt. And deals the 1-0. Chopped to short. Fielded on the backhand by Santos. Throws in the dirt. Picked by Johnson at first for the out. Schuessler retired. He's now 0 for 4. And that'll bring up Seth Nager.
Seth Nager.
Blake Piveroff, another left-handed hitter, and fellow Sun Devils stepped into the on-deck circle. And Nager swings, fouls it left side out of play, 0-1. Nager 1 for 3, homered in the 5th. That was a 2-run shot. Flew out to Woodrow in left in the 3rd and grounded out to Santos at short back in the 2nd. Pitch inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Bottom of the 7th, 10-3, Prune Packers from Rec Park. 1-1 on the outside corner, called strike 2. A 7-run 3rd inning, did most of the damage. Pack put 3 more on the board in the 5th. San Francisco jumped out to a 1-0 lead for the 2nd straight night, but Packers responded big time as check swing gets by the catcher, Bolifer, but Nager held up, so 2-2 the count. Two-two pitch on the way from Burns to Seth Nager. He takes low, 3-2 the count. Burns set at the belt. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swung on, fouled away. Just over me in the press box. Count stays full, 3-2. And another 3-2 on the way. Upstairs, ball 4, so Nager draws a walk. And that'll bring up Blake Piveroff, who will hit for Ian McMillan.
Now batting, Arizona State.
So you can close the book on McMillan. He went 2 for 3, homered and had an RBI single, also grounded out to Cotto at 2nd. To Piveroff, left-handed hitter. Stands in against Burns. 1 out. Runner on first. Bottom of the 7th. He takes the first pitch on the outside corner, called strike. 0-1. Lined into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Nager is going to go to 3rd. Piveroff will hold at first. So a single for Blake Piveroff off the bench. Runners at the corners now with 1 out. We'll flip the lineup over to Jesse Lopez. Piveroff was really struggling coming into that bat, just hitting 174, so he needed that one. Still early, just the 10th game Packers have played. So Nager on 3rd, Piveroff on 1st. Lopez at the plate. He swings and hits it on the ground a second. Cotto bobbles it. Just going to go to first for the out. Nager in to score. Pivarov up to second. So Lopez grounds out. Gets the RBI. And that makes it 11-3 Healdsburg.
Nevada Reno, number 13, Logan Douglas.
That'll bring up Logan Douglas out of Nevada. He pinch hit in the 5th for Guy Garibay. He drew a walk. Grabbing a bat and heading into the on-deck circle is Blake McDonald. Looks like he'll hit for Blake Burke. And Douglas takes on the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Burns checks Pivarov at second. The 0-1 hits sharply left side into the Packer dugout. 0-2 the count. Douglas behind the count 0-2. Pivarov on second. 2 out. And the dirt gets away from the catcher Bolifer. Ricochets into the Packer dugout. So Pivarov is already at third. So he'll stay there. And the count goes 1-2. We're in the bottom of the 7th, 11-3 Healdsburg. Final game of this quick 2-game set. 1-2 pitch on the way. And a breaking ball bloop down the right field line. That is going to get down for a base hit. Pivarov in to score. Douglas will hold at first, so give him an RBI single. Makes it 12-3 Prune Packers.
Now batting for the Prune Packers, number 7, Blake.
So that'll bring up Blake McDonald. He's going to pinch hit for Burke. Burke was 0 for 2, grounded out to Johnston at first and flew out to Prone in center. Also drew a pair of walks and scored a run. So McDonald stands in, Douglas on first. He swings and it's high, deep left field. Gardner going back. Catch you later, baseball. 2-run home run for Blake McDonald, and that makes it 14-3, Healdsburg. First pitch swinging was McDonald. And off the bench, he hits the home run. So 4 home in this 7th inning, and then I'll bring up Ryan Targich. Switch hitter batting from the left side. Targich 1 for 4. Pair of strikeouts, singled home a pair of runs in the 3rd. And he takes a pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Burns set at the belt and deals. In the dirt again, 2-0 on Targich. Braden Runyon waits on deck. Swing and a miss. 2-1 the count on Targich. Targich lines one down the right field line for a base hit. Right fielder cuts it off, gets it in quickly, holds Targich to a single.
Texas Tech University third baseman, number 18,
so
Braden
Runyon steps in. That's Targich's 2nd hit of the night. "12 hits for the Packers. 14 runs on the board, of course. They lead 14-3. First pitch outside. 1-0. Runyon 0 for 3. Was hit by a pitch and scored in the 5th. Reached on an error in the 3rd. Flew out to right in the 6th as he swings and misses. Count evens up at 1-1. And grounded out to short back in the 1st. Pitch inside 2-1 on Runyon. Line right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Targets will hold at second. It was misplayed in right field. But Target holds there. A single for Runyon. His first hit of the night and his first hit as a Prune Packer. And that'll bring up Torrin Montgomery. Montgomery 2 for 4. Pair of RBI hits. Strikeout and a lineout. Two on, 2 out. Montgomery hits it off his shin as it rolls down the first base line. 0-1 the count. Packers have batted around here in the 7th inning. Second time they've done that tonight. Did that in the 3rd when they put up the 7th spot. Nearly did it in the 5th. They're one batter short of doing so. And it's been a clean game on the defensive side. No errors tonight up to this point. In the dirt, gets away from Wolfert behind the plate. Going to 3rd is Target. Up to 2nd, Runyon. And the count goes 1-1 on Montgomery. Montgomery fouls it over us. Count goes 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to count on Monty. 2nd and 3rd, 2 out. 14-3 Prune Packers. They've put up 4 in this inning. As he fouls it back to the screen. Count stays 1-2. Prune Packers will be in Lincoln tomorrow. McBean Stadium is the location. 6 p.m. is your start time. They'll be off Monday and return home on Tuesday to take on the Solana Mudcats. It'll just be a quick 1-game homestand before heading the road again. High chopper left side. Cornett has to field it on a bounce throw across the diamond just in time. Picked on the back end by Johnston. Montgomery retired to end the inning.
Special night, the 175th
So 4 runs on 4 hits and 2 left. And at the end of 7 innings of play, 14-3 Prune Packers here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
Travis Ishikawa hits one into right. The Giants win the pennant. Bases loaded. Young swings, line drive. That is down and to the wall. Cruz is in. Pierce is in. Hardy around third. He's going to try to score. And safe. The Orioles have the lead.
And it's 2 on with nobody out, and Gregor Blanco about to dig in. The bunt.
perfect. Wild throw, and the Giants win game 3. In the dugout, he would pinch run if Morse gets on the 1-1. That's hammered into left. Morse off the bench. Tie game.
New pitcher is Owen Hamilton. Make his first appearance for the Prune Packers. 6'1", 210-pound right-hander out of San Anselmo, California. That's just a bit south of Healdsburg. Went to Drake High School, now known as Archie Williams High School. In fact, they just changed that about a month and a half ago. They officially announced the new name.
Leading off top of the 8th inning for the Seals.
The Archie Williams Falcons. They were known as the Drake Pirates. And Hamilton playing his ball at UNBC, University of Baltimore at Maryland. And they're best known as the only 16 seed to beat a 1 seed when they upset Virginia in the NCAA tournament in basketball. I want to say it's 3 or 4 years now since that's happened. So Hamilton steps in. He deals the first pitch to Dio Cornett, and he swings and misses. Down on the count 0-1. Cornett 0 for 3, a fly out, ground out, and a strikeout. On the ledger, Cornett lines it in center field. It's going to be a base hit. Shot it right back from where it came from. So Santos will now step in. He's 1 for 3, he singled, and then grounded out in the 3rd and flew out in the 6th. Santos left-handed hitter. Cornett on first, nobody out, top of the 8th. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Sun is set behind the trees in left field. Lights are on at Rec Park, not a cloud in the sky. And a nice 75 degrees. So that one's hit in the left field. That's going to be a base hit for Santos, his 2nd hit of the night. Douglas will get it into Pivaroff, the new shortstop.
New Mexico University.
So 2 on, nobody out for Kean Johnston. Kimball Schuessler has a word with Hamilton on the mound. Now he trots back to his spot behind the plate. So Hohenstead at the belt, checks Cornett at second. Santos on first. The pitch in the dirt, picked by Schuessler behind the plate. 1-0. To thank more of our double sponsors, Black Family Foundation, Black Iron, and Kane Thistle Construction. 1-0 on the outside corner for a call strike. 1-1. Laura and Steve Reinertson, Noon Rotary Club, Park Point Health Club, Rack and Riddle Custom Wine Service. The 1-1 pitch, check swing, picked by Schuessler in the dirt. 2-1 the count. Brandt Insurance, Chapman Building Design, Chapman Construction, Denny's Electric, EBA, Eddie's Concrete, and Ettinger Enterprises. Thank you for your support for your Healdsburg Prune Packers. As this one's hit in the air down the right field line, foul out of play. So count evens up at 2-2. Pitch in the dirt. So count goes full 3-2 on Johnston, who is 0 for 2, a pair of groundouts, and he walked back in the 6th. Eric Woodrow waits on deck. And the pitch in there, strike 3 called. Johnston had taken a couple of steps down the first base line and tossed his bat away, but it gets run up and has a word for home plate umpire Gary Nelson.
Number 10, Eric
So 1 out in the 8th, and then I'll bring up Woodrow. Woodrow, left-handed hitter. 1 for 3, doubled and scored in the 2nd, flew out in the 4th, struck out in the 6th, and he swings at the first pitch, lofts it down the left field line, foul and out of play, and into the Packer bullpen. So an 0-1 the count on Woodrow. Fouled back to the screen, quickly 0-2.
Fourteen to
3, Healdsburg. And the 8th.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a quick technical note. A foul ball hit the screen and knocked my camera out of position. We physically cannot see third. I apologize for that, but there is nothing we can do at the moment. Anyways, enjoy the ball game. Pumping Michael's audio back in now.
San Francisco. That one's in the air, left center field. Douglas and Nager giving chase. It'll be Nager making the catch in left center field for out number 2. Holding at second is Cornette, and at first Santos. So 2 retired. And then I'll bring up Bullfeller. Bullfeller took over behind the plate for Caravello. First pitch is low, ball 1. He gets away from Schussler. He recovers. Runners stay put. Hamilton sets, checks Cornette at second, the 1-0. Just a bit low, 2-0. Not quite sure where that missed.
All those foul balls need to have them returned to the team. Just costs us a lot of money if all those balls get lost.
2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0. Cody Gardner waits on deck. Three balls, no strikes, 2 out, 2 on. 14-3 Healdsburg, top of the 8th. And the pitch misses in the dirt, ball 4. So Bullfeller walks in his first at bat of the night. And then I'll bring up Gardner. Gardner 0 for 2, popped out to Targich at second in the 2nd, grounded out to him in the 4th. Walked and came around to score in the 7th.
Number 54.
And the first pitch on the way, swing and a miss. 0-1 the count on Gardner. Gets away from Schussler to the backstop. Cornette in to score. So San Francisco gets a run back. It's now 14-4 on the pass ball. So 2nd and 3rd now for San Francisco. And the pitch outside. 2-1 the count now. And the pitch right there, called strike 2. So count evens at 2-2. Hamilton looking to get out of the inning here. Packers lead 14-4, top of the 8th from Rec Park. Gardner swings, lines it left side into the Packer bullpen down the left field line. So count stays 2-2. Hamilton in high school, at Drake High School, hit a walk-off home run in the bottom of, guess what, the 19th inning to win the Marin County Athletic League Championship in 2017. As Gardner fouls it back. 19 innings for a high school game. If anyone has had a game go longer than that, please comment, because, boy, 19 innings. I've seen one year, I want to say 2014, maybe 2013, Petaluma High School and Annalee High School had two games when one, I believe, went 14 innings, the other went 15. Because they were in the same league as the pitch outside 3-2. Since they were in the same league, they played each other twice. And so the first game, I believe, went 12 innings. They had to suspend it due to lack of lighting. They continued it. The next time they were supposed to meet, that game concluded in about 14 innings as Gardner takes outside ball 4. He walks to load the bases. And that'll bring up Sato Kodo. And then they started the new game. And that game also got suspended. And it was 0-0. And that game ended up, I believe, a 2-0 final in 15 innings. The Annalee Tigers won both those games. So bases loaded, 2 out. First pitch to Sato Kodo is in there for a called strike. 0-1 the count. Kodo 1 for 3, singled in the second, struck out in the 5th and 7th. Hamilton sets and deals. 0-1 misses low. Count evens at 1-1. One ball, one strike, the pitch. Check swing. And I guess that's going to be ball 2. Looked like he may have gone there, but no appeal. So 2-1 the count. Of course, we're celebrating the 100th year of the Healdsburg Prune Packers. That's a swing and a miss by Koto. County ends up at 2-2. Rollo McCord was the head of the movement. And the Chamber of Commerce backed it. And then a little excerpt from the Healdsburg Tribune. February 10th, 1921. Prune Packers were born in 1921 as Hamilton strikes out Koto to end the 8th inning. So 1 run on 2 hits and 3 left. And at the end of 7.5 innings of play, 14-4, Prune Packers here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
DH is ready to celebrate. And so are these fans. It hasn't happened at Fenway Park for 95 years. The Red Sox are world champions. Stolen base. Red Sox fans have longed to hear it. The Boston Red Sox are world champions. champions.
Burke, left-handed hitter, awaits the 1-0. He swings and hits it high, deep right field. Woodrow has no chance. Grand salami time for Blake Burke. Touch 'em all. 9-4, Prune Packers. Kimball Schuessler lead things off for the Prune Packers. (14-4) Healdsburg as he takes the first pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Schuessler, Nager, and Pivarov, in the 8th. And the pitch outside. New pitcher is... Maybe we don't have a new pitcher. If it is a new pitcher, it wasn't announced. As Schuessler pops it up out of play. So Schuessler with a 2-1 count, 0 for 4, pair of strikeouts, a flyout, and a ground out. And he chops it to the left side. Santos jumps to field it, throws across the diamond, picked at first base by Johnson for the out. Santos couldn't really wait long enough. He had to jump up to get it. It hit so high. The hop went so high on the chopper. So able to get it, come down with it, and make a strong throw across the diamond. Nager 1 for 3. And he takes the ball 1-0. Grounded out in the 2nd, flew out in the 3rd. Homered in the 5th, that was a 2-run shot, and then walked in the 7th. He hits one through the hole into right field for a base hit. That's Nager's 2nd hit. And that'll bring up Blake Pivarov. Pivarov singled in his only at-bat. That was back in the 7th. Pivarov stands in, 1 out, runner on first. And he takes inside, ball 1. Pivarov fouls it left side out of play. Pivarov can also be an option on the mound for the Prune Packers. I talked to Joey Gomez about that one time. It's like kind of an emergency / extra innings option for Healdsburg. 1-1 pitch upstairs, 2-1. He did get into a game to pitch at Arizona State this year against Grand Canyon. He hits one high and deep to right field, and it's going to be caught just shy of the track by the right fielder Gardner for out number 2.
Better next from Long Beach State University, right fielder number 9, Jesse.
So 2 down for Jesse Lopez. Lopez 2 for 4, pair of singles, reached on an error and grounded out. Also was hit by a pitch and scored in the 3rd. He scored twice. So 2 out in the bottom of the 8th. Pitch goes behind Lopez to the backstop. Breaking ball was coming. So 1-0 the count. And a throw over to first. Nager gets back in. The CCL All-Star game will be July 14th. That'll be in Southern California as Lopez fouls it away right side. Count goes to 101. That'll be on Bally Sports. So they'll be televising the California Collegiate League All-Star game. I'm sure we'll have more than a few Packers there as the pitch gets by the catcher Bolfer. And going to second is Nager as it goes into the San Francisco Seals dugout, so he'll get the automatic base. 2-1 the count. Two and 1 the count. Pitch misses outside. 3-1 now. Logan Douglas waits on deck. Through on pitch, fouled away. So count will go full 3-2. Most of the crowd has stuck it out through the 14-4 ball game. Lopez awaiting 3-2. And outside, ball 4. Lopez walks. So just missed outside. There's no signal from the umpire. So Lopez walks. He's on base for the 4th time tonight. And that'll bring up Logan Douglas. He singled home a run in the 7th and walked in the 5th. Those were his only 2 at-bats so far. 2 on, 2 out. The pitch. Outside, 1 ball and no strikes. And a big swing and a miss by Douglas. 1-1 the count. Douglas, local kid out of Petaluma. Went to Petaluma High School, played for the Trojans as he takes strike 2, 1-2 the count. Playing for Jim Salvatella and Paul Cochran. Spent some time at Santa Rosa Junior College before going to Nevada. Lines went down the left field line, foul, so count will stay 1-2. Douglas also a basketball player at Petaluma High, playing for Scott Bears. Helping him win the league championship for the first time since 1992. That was in 2016 as Douglas takes strike 3 call, the breaking ball on the inside corner. He's down looking. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. And at the end of 8 innings of play, 14-4, Prune Packers here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
Hard hit, but right-hand Renteria. He may be the MVP. 2 out. Here it is. Struck him out. And for the first time since 1954, the Giants
top of the 9th inning from Recreation Park. New pitcher Edward Sardi. 6'4", 190-pound right-hander out of Pennsylvania University. And he deals first pitch to Jason Graham, a strike. Sardi pitched on Thursday against the Potters, faced 5 batters, did not record an out. Ended up giving up 3 runs on 2 hits and walked 2. And a big swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2 on Jason Graham, who is 1 for 3. Homered back in the 7th. That was a 2-run shot. Made it 11-3 at the time. And the Packers scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. Jason Graham. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. As I bring up Kyler Prune. Leadoff hitter, 1 for 4, a single and 3 strikeouts.
Kyler Prune.
And a pitch right there called strike to Prune. 0-1. 0-1 pitch on the way. Just missed outside. 1-1 the count. $14 runs on 14 hits for the Packers. No errors. And a swing and a miss, strike 2 on Prune. 4 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for San Francisco. Sardi sets, deals the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Prune down on strikes, give them the golden sombrero, 4 strikeouts. Then I bring up Dio Cornette. Cornette 1 for 4, fly out, a ground out, a strikeout, and a single. Sardi sets, and the first pitch. Outside, gets by Schussler, 1-0. Pitch. Swung on, fouled right side. Count evens up at 1-1. It goes out of play. One. Swing and a miss. 1-2. And the Seals are down to their final strike. Strike away are the Prune Packers from win number 7 in a row. In the dirt, gets by Schussler. 2-2 the count. Sardi rebounding nicely after Thursday's rough outing. Looking to finish off the Seals and complete the 2-game sweep. Upstairs, count goes full 3-2 on Cornette. Isai Santos waits on deck for the Seals. Three-2 pitch fouled away, right side out of play. We'll do it once more. In the 8th inning, West Coast Kings lead the Lincoln Potters 6-3 at McBean Stadium. Potters on a downward spiral as of late. 3-2 hit sharply to third, fielded by Runyon, throw across the diamond in time, and that's the ball game. So the Prune Packers win their 7th game in a row. They move to 9-1 on the season, and they sweep this 2-game series from the San Francisco Seals. A dominant 14-4 victory. 7 runs in the 3rd inning was all they needed, but they added on 3 more in the 5th and 4 more in the 7th to finish off the scoring. Home runs from Ian McMillan, Seth Nager, Blake McDonald with big flies, and a lot of runs on the scoreboard as the Prune Packers will look for win number 8 in a row when they take on the Lincoln Potters in a Father's Day showdown up at McBean Stadium. For everyone here at the Healdsburg Prune Packers Radio Network, I am Michael Bearbolt saying so long from Rec Park. Once again, the final score, Prune Packers 14 and the Seals 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Samuel Scott. Before we wrap up and close this stream, I would like to say a few words, and by that I mean thank our sponsors again. So, thank you to our Grand Slam sponsors, Goliath LLC, Epicenter Sports and Entertainment, the Sanderson family, and the iTrade Network. Thank you very much. Also, thank you to all of our host families who house our players while they're over from out-of-state colleges or just far-away colleges over the summer. This couldn't happen without you. And also, thank you to all the interns who keep this place running. All of you are amazing, and you do your jobs really well. Other than that, as I mentioned, if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, or concerns, put them in the chat next time we are live. And the next time we are live, if you will permit me a moment to look at the schedule, will be the 22nd, 6 p.m., Tuesday the 22nd, against the Solana Mudcats here at Rec Park. So, other than that, I got nothing. Thank you very much for watching, and final score was again for the Seals, 14 for the Prune Packers. This is Samuel Scott for the Prune Packers Radio Network saying so long. Until next time.